From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Wednesday, April the 18th, 2018. A 2-minute siren sounded this morning across Israel for Yom HaZikaron, Remembrance Day, commencing ceremonies at military cemeteries across the country in memory of Israel's fallen soldiers, security forces members, and victims of terror. The state ceremony took place on Jerusalem's Mount Herzl and was attended by Israeli President Reuven Rivlin, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Knesset Speaker Yuli Edelstein, and IDF Chief of Staff Gadi Eisenkot. Netanyahu said of the fallen, "We are here thanks to them." The Prime Minister said, "When the Independence Day events commence, our flag will be raised up high again. The sons and daughters, our fallen loved ones, will be with us. They are always with us." And at 7:45 p.m. local time tonight in Israel, Yom HaZikaron concluded with the national torch lighting ceremony at Mount Herzl that ushered in Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel's milestone 70th Independence Day this year. Yom HaAtzmaut celebrations continue all day tomorrow with events across the country. And remember, join us here on JBS tonight for a special live show for Yom HaAtzmaut beginning at 7 Eastern. A powerful and large explosive device was discovered in a Palestinian truck at a checkpoint in the West Bank today, preventing what could have likely been a major terror attack on Independence Day. Security inspectors from Israel's Land Crossings Authority located the device hidden in the roof of the truck, and police sappers were immediately called to the scene to defuse it. The Palestinian driver was arrested. The device is thought to have been intended for a terror attack to be carried out on Israel's Independence Day tomorrow. In a separate incident in the West Bank, a 32-year-old Palestinian man was arrested trying to cross the Kalandia checkpoint north of Jerusalem. When police found he was in possession of a knife, he later reportedly admitted that he had plans to carry out a stabbing attack. And overnight last night, IDF troops identified 5 Palestinian suspects, at least one of whom was armed, approaching the security fence in the southern Gaza Strip. In response, the troops fired towards the suspects, injuring them. The Army spokesperson said about the incident, "The IDF will keep working to thwart means of terror as part of our war on weapons to protect Israel's residents." A Jewish teenager in Berlin, Germany was assaulted in what is believed to have been an anti-Semitic attack. The teen, who was wearing a kippah at the time, said his attacker was a young Muslim who was cursing at him and his friend as they walked down the street, and then hit him with his belt while shouting "Jew" in Arabic, all which the victim was able to film on his phone. Berlin police are investigating. 40 ambassadors to the United Nations are visiting Israel this week, the largest ambassadorial delegation to ever visit the country. The 5-day trip is being led by Israel's ambassador to the UN, Danny Danon. 15 of those ambassadors also joined Danon in Poland last week to take part for the first time in the March of the Living on Yom HaShoah, Israel's Holocaust Remembrance Day. While in the country this week, the envoy spent time in Jerusalem, Masada, the West Bank, and met with Israelis living near the Gaza border, where they also received a security briefing. Danon said he was glad to host friends from throughout the world who have come to celebrate Independence Day and strengthen the ties between the countries. He said in the face of attempts at the UN to deny the connection between the Jewish people and their land, the ambassadors viewed archaeological findings that confirm in the best way possible the ancient and eternal link between the Jewish people and Jerusalem. This past Sunday, the city of Plonsk, Poland, celebrated the life of Israel's first prime minister, David Ben Gurion, who was born there. Hundreds of residents and local dignitaries joined dancers and a marching band in an event organized by Limud FSU, the March of the Living, and the municipality of Plonsk. Attendees included Israel's ambassador to Poland, Anna Azari, Polish Chief Rabbi Michael Shudrick, and the mayor of Plonsk, Andrzej Pietrasik, who said Ben Gurion had an important role in Polish history as in Israeli history. He told the Times of Israel David Ben Gurion's establishment of the State of Israel makes him a very important figure here for us. And he said that Plansk continues to back initiatives to foster warm relations with the Jewish community around the world and in Israel. Well, Tel Aviv is celebrating Yom HaAtzmaut with a new historic path of golden bricks. Tel Aviv Mayor Ron Huldai dedicated the path on Monday evening in honor of Israel's 70th Independence Day. It has 10 stops highlighting places important to the beginning of Tel Aviv and the State of Israel, including Independence Hall, where Prime Minister Ben Gurion signed the Declaration of Independence. And we are celebrating Israel's 70th anniversary here on JBS and hope you will join us for a special live show beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern. Mark Golub will be in studio with NYU law professor Thane Rosenbaum, Stand With Us Regional Director Shachar Azani, the Lawfare Project's Brooke Goldstein, Israeli singer Ron Eliran, and many guests, including some of the foremost Jewish leaders here in studio and over the phone. And your phone calls are welcome as well. Please join us in marking this momentous and joyous occasion coming up shortly after this newscast. I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Wednesday, April the 18th, 2018. Chag Sameach.